Was it not fate that drove him forth? The seer had sought them out.
Welcome back.
For the moment, they had been able to escape, but the creatures would never stop chasing them.
The chains of Satinav.
Who could help them now?
The raven.
When the seer's harp sounds, Andergast will perish, Gwynling said. And the fairy is the key. Geron had to find out more about these things. The fairy scholar was his only hope. He was right to let Nuri live. He was deeply convinced of that. Even his darkest dreams didn't reveal what woe this decision would soon befall his hometown.
Ooh.
But would he have decided any differently had he known?
Maybe.
Are you really better now?
Stop asking all the time. I'm not staying in the wagon. I've been in there for days. And those pale men stopped chasing us a while ago.
They were men?
All right, but
That
we'll
was
have
one.
to talk about your magic at some point.
That one was a
Look.
woman.
A human.
What am I doing here?
We're on the run. Can I go back in? Ooh, it's dark.
An elixir against fading hair. Twirly moustache guy in the picture must have had a sip too much of it. Nuri's Queen of the Winds has once again defeated the King of the Imps and his wicked brother. It's easier to steer a draft horse than I thought, as long as you have a fairy with you who tells the horse what you want. I wish Nuri had never found this thing. At least the music has revived her spirits.
Should I take it? What else? Something down there. Oh, I didn't mean to go out. Again.
The lid makes a perfect bowl. I should keep it.
Should.
I'll just take it all.
I just take it all. Should I take the puppets?
Never again will the puppeteer tell this story. And that's my fault. Maybe I really am a bad luck charm.
Take the reins. Ooh, drumsticks.
Gwynling taught me how to lure fairies with music. He should have also taught me how to get rid of them again.
Okay. Don't think you're going to let me take any of the puppets. Go back out. Go see who this dude is. Is there anything around that we need to pick up? Storm bell?
There are engravings on the bell. A lone dwarf in battle with a pack of orcs. How often have I dreamt of wearing a coat of arms like this myself?
Why? You're ugly.
Nuri!
This particular young maiden displays an interesting sense of humor.
Yes, indeed.
Wanberries. Their bitter blue juice has healing properties.
Oh. Can't reach it.
Out of reach.
Hello.
Hail Rondra, Sir Knight. Could you kindly tell us where we are?
This is the Thash mountain range.
Thash. So the blood barrier is not far off.
It is but a short distance for a travelling knight. For a farm boy and a maiden, it might prove quite a journey.
I am no farmer.
My maiden, you should seek protection from a proper man in these dangerous surroundings.
What kind of a man?
I am Bogomil Rathling, Knight of Andergast. At your service, fair maiden.
Fair enough.
I
You did
am
ask.
Nuri. This is my friend Geron.
Nuri it is. What an extraordinary name.
What business does a knight of Andergast have in the Thash Mountains?
The king put me in charge of observing the orc tribes of the Blood Barrier.
You have travelled through the Blood Barrier?
Of course, but now I have to return to Andergast. There has been some unrest amongst the Tolokai. I have to report to King Efferdan immediately.
Tell me, is it low?
We need some gear. A rope, blankets, provisions, everything that can be of use.
Usually you can get those things from Graham, but the old pighead hides in his house and doesn't make a sound. I wouldn't trust that cutthroat anyway. Do you hear that, Graham? You are a cutthroat.
Did you run into an explorer in the Blood Barrier, near a red lake?
Red Lake? No, but if he came from the south, he must have been through here.
Why does this Graham hide anyway?
The stupid ox won't admit that I am right.
Right?
Right. He refuses to pay the dues he owes me.
What dues?
He's responsible for the death of my horse. Gave him spoiled fodder, so he died miserably. I'm in a hurry, but by foot alone I won't get far.
What kind of big bell is that in the tower?
That's a storm bell. During the Orcan storm, when old Wendelin was still king, it was sounded to warn the lumberjacks in the vicinity of the pilfering hordes. Believe me, my boy, it could wake anyone from their sleep when it was still in working order.
Why don't you buy this horse and carriage from us?
What use is a carney's trailer to me? But you can leave me your hack. What are you asking for it?
I'm not really sure.
Make up your mind about the price. Then I'll tell you mine.
Okay.
Rondra be with you, Sir Knight.
And with you.
Okay.
Nobody home.
Graham is home. He just went into hiding.
Not loud enough to wake somebody inside.
Ah, okay.
No more music. I've had enough of...
No.
No more...
No, that's not now. Pick this up, hit this.
No time to experiment.
No.
That doesn't help.
No. Why would it? Mechanism.
The link between the wheels is missing. It's also impossible to move the wheel. Someone has removed the crank handle.
Would a lid work on it?
No, what use is that supposed to be?
Look kind of handly like.
Nonsense.
I didn't mean to do that. I don't know
What
why.
for?
Oh, I keep doing it. Ah! Take this. Put it here. Okay.
Fits exactly.
Of course it does. But we need something.
The link between the wheels is
Link
missing.
between the wheels. The reins, of course. Okay, so that's how we're waking them up. Okay.
That's the 10 o'clock news.
Fire! Murder! The orcs are attacking! What are you lot still doing here? Scram before the black furs get here.
Seems like you've been fooled, Sir Dwarf. The boy has sounded the bell. There are no orcs attacking.
What? What's going on in your wooden head, boy? Sounds the alarm without good cause and forces an honest dwarf out of his warm and comfy chair. I can't believe it.
I just wanted to... You didn't answer the door, sir.
Well, forget it. But you can cut out the formal hogwash while we're at it. Who are you, anyway?
I am Geron of Andergast.
From Andergast? Just like this one there? Very well, then. My name is Graham, Grandoline's son. And this is Graham's open house.
Open house? Pfft.
What do you want, Geron of Andergast?
Gear?
We need gear and provisions for our journey. That means a good length of rope, blankets, water...
Very well. That'll be 1 ducat, please.
What? That's much too expensive.
By Fex and Angrosh, what did you expect? Do you think this stuff grows under the rocks around here? Too expensive? I can't believe it.
But
You can ask again as soon as you have some money.
what kind of arguments do you and the knight have anyway?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
The knight says you poisoned his horse.
Why, that's what he did.
Shut your face, Rathling.
Bah!
So the knight is lying.
Listen, human. I don't think this is any of your business, so...
All right, all right. We're looking for a wise man who is said to be in the blood barrier at the moment, near a red lake.
One of those weirdos, eh? I remember one of them coming through here. Wanted to buy all sorts of stuff from me. Lots of obscure rubbish.
Do you know exactly where I can find him?
Yes. I'll tell you if you can offer me something in exchange. You rub my back, I rub yours. Understand?
There you have it, my boy. The dwarf is a cutthroat.
Will you take care of your swine?
I'll sell you the horse and the trailer.
Nah, don't bother. I don't care much for hacks and what they drag around with them.
Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll leave you to it then.
What do we have? How about this gin bottle?
I can offer you this beard tonic.
Why, but it's transparent. A black beard needs a blue luster. And for that, I already have my Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
What's he supposed to do with this? Do you want to swap this?
This piece of wood? Not very good steel. I'll have a real knife for you for 3 ducats.
No thanks.
Okay, Ducky, we don't have anything else. Guess we have to go look for something. Any of them puppets now?
Never again will the puppeteer tell this story, and that's my fault. Maybe I really am. Never again, and that's maybe I...
Same old, same old. Nothing else showing up. Wow. Truly, I have no idea. Let's talk to Nuri. Any bright ideas?
Listen.
Do you want to know a secret? Attack! Okay.
How are you doing?
I am sad that Isida is gone. I hope these terrors will come to an end soon.
That's why we're looking for the fairy scholar, to prevent worse
All right.
things from happening.
About the attack. Oh, right, okay. It's like, what? We're going to attack the knight and the dwarf?
What kind of magic was that you saved us with?
That was the power of the moonlight. It is like fire to the sad fairies. It burns them.
What do you mean, sad fairies?
I felt that they once were just like me.
And now they are sad?
Sure, if fairies lose their command over magic, they don't die but get consumed by darkness instead. Then they're sad and will never be able to laugh again.
To me, they seemed like mean
so
fiends who
sad,
have
right.
Isida's blood on their hands.
They're sad nonetheless, believe me.
Deadly magic.
Your magic is fatal, even for you, isn't it? You almost got burned by it yourself.
I didn't want you to die.
Thank you, Nuri.
What are we going to do now?
Why do those mean fairies serve the seer?
You must have put a spell on them. And please stop talking about this subject. It's making me sad.
What about gear?
We need some gear before we can move on.
That's all right. I can do with a little rest.
Very well.
Good for you.
Let's carry on later.
When will we move on?
I don't have the slightest idea where this red lake is. Besides, without any proper gear, we won't last 2 days in the blood barrier.
What else we got? Ooh. Raven, I didn't even see that.
Raven, after being a good scout for us these last few days, Nuri has asked me to be nicer to you.
What do you think? Will you be able to do that?
I'll
Probably
try.
not.
How about you?
We'll see.
Current situation, news of the creatures. Sure, look, we're just going through them all anyway.
We were able to escape the Seer's creatures and have come a long way. Fate might smile on us favourably. Now we're back in charge.
Well, well. Fate. What do you think that is? Fate.
The will of the gods.
And you think you can bend the will of the gods to fit your agenda?
Yes.
Every man follows his destiny. It's something the gods let us pursue.
What's your destiny, then?
At least it's not being a cursed bad luck charmer. I'm responsible for the pursuit of my own happiness.
Don't you fear the prophecy? What if your doom is inevitable?
My future hasn't been decided yet.
No one ever escapes from Satinav's boundless gaze.
News of the creatures?
Have you seen if those demons are still following us?
Didn't you shake them off?
I think I did. I could be wrong, though. They are mighty creatures of the Seer.
I didn't see anyone following us on my scouting flights.
Good.
But that doesn't necessarily mean anything.
Don't start raining on my parade. Nuri thinks that the Seer's creatures were wicked fairies. How come he's got such a strong relation to fairies?
You're barking up the wrong tree.
Does he plan to make her a wicked fairy as well?
Possibly.
How come this name is here?
Tell me more about Satinav.
He's known by many names. The 13-horned, the irresistible, the helmsman of the barge of time. He once was a mighty magician, or even a demigod. The gods chained him to the barge of time because he tried to be the master over his own future.
They say the gods don't like people to determine their own fate.
Like Satinav, we mortals are chained to time.
In that case, I will have to break those chains.
Ah, yes, the chains of Satinav.
I'll have a further look around.
Dude. Have a good one this time, because I'll see what else you can do. Get that stuff. How do you get that? Oh.
A dark blue tincture. Looks unhealthy.
Okay. We can get that.
Hey, keep your paws off my Jenner Creek blue shine beard dye. Do you
thought
think
it
my
might be.
beard gets groomed by air and darkness alone?
You'd better leave the stuff to this dandy boy. It's his most beloved possession.
I can't reach it. I could really use some sleep.
You could, couldn't you?
That doesn't help very much.
Was it not? What about if I... But
Huh?
this? No, sorry. But
I'd rather not.
what? But this?
I've had better ideas.
How about maybe this and this?
Is it even possible to cut that?
Oh dear.
It isn't gonna...
That's not going to work, no.
It may not be beard dye, but the label is similar.
What else?
Foolish greatling! The honor of sounding the bell belongs to a dwarf of Sabarom's ancestry alone.
Yeah. Let's talk about that.
What do you want?
I'll leave you to it then.
Same old. How am I going to get this stuff up here?
I can't reach it.
Can I borrow your lots?
Sir Knight Rathling.
What is it, my boy?
Horse for 1 ducat?
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't worth more than half a ducat. And that would be the deal of your life, my boy. So do we have a deal?
No, we need 1 ducat.
Well, my offer still stands.
I'll sell you the horse for 1 ducat.
That old nag isn't... And that would... So do we have a deal?
No,
Well, my offer still stands.
I guess we'll have to move on without any gear, Nuri.
But I thought we couldn't go on without.
To venture into the blood barrier with insufficient means, that would be foolish.
But we don't have any money, and you refuse to give us enough for the horse.
Bah!
The knight is right. We can't proceed further into the wild with nothing in our bags. I guess we're stranded for now.
No problem. I like it here. What are those trees over there?
If you feel all right, my girl, everything is just fine. But I can't stand to see fair maidens suffer.
I guess you'll have to look the other way then.
If we don't move along soon, the dark creatures will catch up with us.
I didn't think they were very dark. They were mainly sad.
They killed Isidore, and they almost got us too.
I thought they were a little bit like me.
No, I'm sure they weren't. I wonder what your friends at home are doing at the moment.
Why?
Well, they're all alone now, and they surely miss you.
All alone? Miss Greenbell. We have to go back and fetch them.
No, we can't go back now. Do you want to run directly into the creature's claws? We have to find the fairy scholar. He will help us, and then we can fetch Mrs. Greenbald and the rest.
Miss Greenbell.
No.
Don't you want to help Nuri, good Sir Knight Rathling?
Oh my.
What's wrong with her?
She's sad that we can't go on.
What can I do for you, Nuri?
Miss Greenbell.
How can I help?
Knight buys gear. Knight's gear.
Why don't you give us part of your gear in exchange for the horse?
What's the big idea, my boy? A traveling knight is carrying less than he needs as it is. Besides, none of my items are made for someone your size.
Well, how about you buy something for us then?
Can't you buy the gear for us from Graham? You'd get a horse and everybody would be...
By no means. I'll never do business with that old cheapskate again. He's not honestly asking a ducat for some gear. Bah!
Please help us out with 1 ducat, good Sir Knight. Half a ducat for the horse and half a ducat to make Nuri smile again.
I think you've got me, my boy. No gold in the world is spent in vain if it makes beauty smile again. Here you go.
I thank you, good knight.
So we can travel soon?
Yes.
And Miss Greenbell won't have to wait much longer.
Yes, that's the spirit, my girl. Say, don't you want to stay with me after all?
Not on your life.
Mercy bucket for the ducat. Well, I guess we're going over to this dude again.
What do you want?
Gear. The gear.
Here's the money for the gear.
Wonderful. Here's your stuff. It's exceptional quality. Good value, too.
I sure hope so, dwarf.
I'll give you some advice for free. When you go into the blood barrier, you'd better not burden yourself with too much stuff. You'll feel every ounce in your bones up in the mountains.
Yes, I know that. Where is the fairy scholar, pray tell?
Do you have anything nice to offer me in exchange? In that case, I have no idea where the chap is.
I'll leave you to it then.
Well, we can travel on. Okay, so I got my rope, my flintstone and tinder, a water bladder, a blanket. Only one blanket? How can we... Oh, I go. Raven, can you nip in there?
Raven?
Oh.
You see the flower box at the dwarf's house up there?
I see him.
There are womberries in there. Can you fly up there and get me some?
Do you need a healing remedy? Are you injured?
Did I?
No, but they are great for wounds. We should be prepared for all possibilities on our journey.
All right then.
I was thinking more that you could nip in and get the ointment. Oh. Should we offer him the berries?
He doesn't have to learn about that.
Oh, okay. I could put that in the lid. Oh.
Now all I have to do is squeeze the berries.
I could squeeze the berries with the drumstick.
How do I fill it?
I'll fill it.
The lid makes a perfect bowl.
How do I fill it?
The lid makes a perfect bowl.
Lid makes a perfect bowl. There you go.
The lid makes
Oh, yes, we get it.
That doesn't have to be soaked.
No, it does not. Should we offer him that?
He doesn't have to learn about that.
Okay. What am I supposed to be doing? Oh.
Good old Geratian Bluebeard dye.
Ah.
I have some beard tonic for you if you tell me.
I don't need
Some
your
blue, I
cheap
get it.
hair tonic. I have my good old Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
This is blue.
I have some beard tonic for you if you tell me.
I don't need your cheap hair tonic. I have my good old Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye.
How do I get it?
I don't think so. Of course not.
Bird, can you go in and get that?
Raven? I'll
Yes,
have a
no.
further look around.
Oh! Ah, of course. I break it. No.
What? No! By Angrosh and all the beard critters, my beautiful Jenner Creek Blue Shine beard dye. Who did that?
Perhaps Angrosh himself has punished you for your vanity, Sir Dwarf.
What will my beard have to say to that?
Fancy some of this?
Can you make use of this Geratian beard tonic? I'll give it to you for some information.
Let's see it. Garetian? I guess this will have to make do until I can get my hands on the real stuff again. So, what do you want to know?
Tell me about the fairy scholar's whereabouts.
Where exactly has the scholar gone?
He babbled something about a cave to the north of a big orc statue, near a red lake. He couldn't wait to get there. His imp had made a mess of my whole shop.
His what made a mess? Imped. Oh, his imp.
When did the fairy scholar pass through here?
That must have been a month ago. Wanted to stay the winter in the blood barrier. I called him crazy. All his imp had for me was a dirty laugh.
How do we get to this cave?
First you travel north, through the Screech Owl Forest, or better yet, past Bloodthorn Hollow. Oh, never mind. I'll show you on the map.
Ah, we got a
What
map.
is an imp doing with a fairy scholar?
How should I know? That was an unholy, uninhibited, nasty little imp. Ugly and mean. My shop still reeks of his foul mouth.
Why, thank you, Master Dwarf.
Where's the map? Where's the map? Where do I get a map from? Now what? We go.
Come on, Nuri. Let's move on.
Come along, Raven.
Ooh. Orc Splicer.